Any downsides to tuning and modding a car that is higher mileage, 70,000 plus miles, or extra preventative maintenance prior to doing so? No, I mean, if the car's been maintained properly, 70,000 miles, 70,000 miles is the new 30,000 miles.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like,
it's really going to come down to how it was driven, how it was maintained. I know we have had a couple of customers recently that picked up a similar mileage car that needed injectors. Who knows what was run, what kind of fuel or how it was driven, what kind of life it saw. So the direct injection motors can be a little more sensitive to injectors, but
yeah, I
in
think
general,
the point about maintenance is a good one.
it's just tough. If it's an unknown maintenance thing, it's hard to know.
We've talked a lot about that for the B8 supercharged 3-liter platform.
Yeah.
Um, in general, FSI injectors are more finicky. They have a much harder job than old school, EFI port injectors. Um, and so, it's not a bad idea to change your injectors every so often. But on the B9, this was pertaining to 3-liter B9.
It was. Didn't say. That's what I'm saying. I don't
It's
know.
probably a
what platform.
B8, and if it is the B8, then you should go back and maybe we can link him to our video about that. But on the B8s, the intercooler cores are problematic. Cats are problematic. Again, when it comes to mileage, they're not problematic products, but when the mileage starts piling up.
Yeah. These are all OEM, problems, stock tune or modified. It doesn't matter.
But I would wholeheartedly recommend anyone with a 70,000 mile engine to tune it. Absolutely, that's not a lot of miles. I feel like 70,000 miles is like being 40 now. It's like, yeah, just get started. But you got to work out. You got to take care of yourself. You got to eat right. Even 150,000 mile or 200,000 mile, I wouldn't hesitate tuning it. Some of the stuff might be closer to a failure point. Some of the stuff might fail when it's asked to do things just because of its age. But these motors and Volkswagen Audi cars have always been bulletproof. Volkswagen Audi, German companies in general make really, really tough motors. They last forever. And the mileage really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like the rod bearings aren't wearing out faster because you have 200,000 miles. Rod bearings should have never touched anything in that entire time other than oil.